tragic turn of events that have taken place in this rally or the parade that was started by the farmers. It all started in the morning when the first shots were fired along the borders, when many among the farmer unions, many of the protesters decided to take their parade forward, despite the fact that it was agreed that the tractor parade will only take place once the main Republic Day function is over. However, the parade went ahead, the police had to use force, the farmers were sent back. But what happened after that is nothing short of embarrassing, not just for the government, it is equally embarrassing for the government, but also for these farmer unions who have been representing these farmers. Chaos has unfolded on the streets of Delhi, where farmer unions on their tractors have marched straight into the national capital, breaking away from the main group which was following the route set out for their parade, and they marched into ISBT onwards to Lal Killa, and one set of farmers moved from ITO towards Lal Killa. Some of them are now going back also. That's the latest situation. But most of these farmers who came in, or protesters, if I may, who came in, have now reached the Red Fort, where from the ramparts of the Red Fort, which is used to hoist the tricolour, unfortunately has seen the unfurling of a flag with a religious symbol which is considered extremely pious and extremely sacred, the Nishan Sahib. That has been unfurled. Now, as you can see on the left hand side of your frame, you can see these are pictures from Red Fort, where the police has also gathered, but protesters also continue to hold the flag of Nishan Sahib. On the other hand, there is trouble in various pockets of Delhi where all the farmers managed to come in, places like Nangloi, other places, as you saw pictures coming in from the ITO, the Income Tax Office roundabout. In that entire area, we also saw the police having to use force to disperse these protesting farmers. All right, I have with me Mr. Gurpreet Singh. He's the president of the Global Sikh Council. He now joins us on the phone line. Mr. Singh, good afternoon. Would you condemn at the very beginning the fact that a place which is considered sacred for the Indian tricolour was used to unfurl a religious symbol which is sacred only to the Sikhs?
Yes, definitely. I think it is sad that this incident has taken place because, this is a Kisan Andolan, and I would have been much happy. Well, in any case, number one, I think breaking our promise to the police was also not in good taste, because we have till now held a very peaceful and disciplined agitation, and once we had agreed that we would follow a particular pattern, I think we should have stuck with it. Creating chaos and doing something like this only diminishes the agitation in the eyes of the others, whether nationally or internationally. So I'm glad that the leaders have also condemned this incident because I think it went out of their hand. Having said that, I would, of course, urge the government. There is no harm in admitting a mistake has been made and laws to be repealed, because they are in any case, according to us, unconstitutional. It is a state subject. Let the states handle agriculture as they wish. So as far as this incident is concerned, it is most unfortunate and it should not have happened.
Mr. Singh, where does this leave the protesting farmers? Because many would see this as the movement itself being discredited, because the farmers, given an opportunity, did not honor their commitment.
Exactly. So that's what I'm saying. That, but you must be. I think everybody must be happy to note that the leaders have also condemned this incident. It had gone out of their hands to an extent. But what I'm seeing now is that I'm glad that the people from Red Fort are dispersing. and I hope it gets back to its original disciplined and peace-loving. Well, fortunately, it has remained peace-loving. Apart from anything else, there has been not much violence as one notices. Whatever little has been also is condemnable, of course. But having said that, I hope it gets back to its original peace-loving, disciplined agitation, and becomes an agitation of the farmer of the pan-India. I mean, it is not only a Sikh agitation.
Yeah.
So so that is the most important thing to note.
Absolutely, it is an important thing to note. But unfortunately, these pictures which you are condemning, and all the others as well, of a religious sign of one symbol being hoisted at the place which is sacred for the national tricolour. Do you think that a message has gone out that this is very much about one religion and not a pan-India protest?
If that message has got out, it is most unfortunate, and it should not go out. This agitation has and will be only a purely farmers' agitation, which includes the farmers from all parts of India, not only Punjab. So if this message, of course, and that is why one needs to condemn it, that it should not definitely go out as only being a Punjab issue or a Sikh issue, which it is not.
Mr. Singh, my final question, I want to know from you, where does this leave all those who were representing the farmers all this while, that they were the voice of the farmers? It's very clear that as far as the government is concerned, they would see this as them having very little sway or control over the farmers. So why negotiate with them?
I don't think. I don't think. Well, these are, of course, there are a certain number of people who have done this, but I hope and I am quite confident that they do not represent the majority of the farmers thinking like this. This kind of bravado brings down the whole concept of this agitation for what it stands for, and we from the Global Sikh Council in any case had condemned it much earlier, given a press statement to say it is unconstitutional and these laws must be repealed. I think that's the only way out, and let the farmers should get back once it happens, and let the state governments then decide on how they want to proceed forward.